I was very much impressed about the opening of the CIO of BSH because he was talking about people, people's behavior, permanent learning, change, and not so much about the technology. We are currently in a very, let's say, changing process, and all organizations have to permanently learn. The digital transformation is something that has to do with learning, be curious enough to learn new things. And that's what I really was impressed that he has it in his opening speech so much, and that he's, let's say, make his organization ambitious enough to have this permanent learning and just adopt this change process. Yeah, I'm presenting today about smart factory. A smart factory is a wide term, or not really precise term. Some call it smart manufacturing. Some said, okay, logistics belongs to manufacturing, yes, and I will also talk about logistics. I will also talk about people. I will also talk about the learning process and the change process. Worker safety is one of my topics. And I will also talk about how the organization can handle this process new. And of course, technology. We are talking about IoT, we are talking about AI, we are talking about robots, and so on and so forth. And all of that I will combine in my presentation today. IoT is let's say, a very imprecise word. Some call it Internet of Things. This is more the, let's say, the American term. In Germany, we talk about Industry 4.0. Sometimes you hear about IIoT. In principle, they're talking about the same. Now we're talking about how to bring sensor technology from the machines to the process. And this is how we understand it. And when you look at the customers, now IoT becomes reality, becomes part of their business. So in the past, it was more a hype topic. So everybody tries to put a sensor on it, and it was they're very focused on these POT, proof of technology. But now we are in a process level. So the process is now the dominating factor. So bring the focus on the process, and then talking about the technology which helps us in IoT. So I would say IoT is now far away from, or is away from the hype. It is now reality, and now gets grounded, and now customers start their processes and think about how they can optimize their processes. And when you look at the customers, about 60% of the customers first start to improve their internal processes. So IoT in combination with smart factory is something which exactly fits into this scope. So the CIOs investing, or the digital departments are investing in their processes, investing in the technology supporting their processes. So IoT is now really there at the place where it has to be close to the process is IoT now. A smart city is, maybe you hear it and very often, it sounds like a hype word as well. But when you look at it as a city, and when you look here at Istanbul or other big cities, they have a lot of infrastructure. They have electricity, they have to run the parking systems. They all have in common that there are a lot of issues with the traffic. Yeah, so, and now the smart cities is called also urban improvements, or urban innovation is all around that to improve that. Starting with collecting of waste. Waste containers, intelligent waste containers telling, I'm full, or I'm getting to become full. So the waste trucks are not going regularly in the city, they're going on demand. So you get a lot of traffic out of the city. Other things is intelligent light. Why turn the light on if nobody is in the area? But if there is, for example, a soccer match in the area, like in Fenerbahce or here in Besiktas, yeah, turn the lights on. The people are feeling more comfortable with it. Give them guidance to park, give them guidance to drive. All of that around, but also pump systems, electricity, power systems to measure the water. All of that is in the city. You see there's a lot of things around. It's not a buzzword, it's much more than that. Cities, I would say especially the big cities, will only survive if there is a change and they're using more of the technology to improve their internal processes, internal, let's say, traffic. And also when you look at it, air pollution is something when we can have also reduce it by more using intelligent features and functions and technology that would help us. So finally, I would say this technology is very important to the cities, especially the big cities. They have the demand to improve, and otherwise I would say there will be a collapse in the traffic. There will be also not much improvement for the people in the cities and to have a happy life in the cities. So smart city is not a catchword. Smart city is something, it's a strategy, and you see more and more cities in the world are investing heavily in that one. And I tell you, it's existing technology. It is just to reform, and what we have maybe done already in the companies, we now reform and bring it to the cities. We have projects, for example, in the Middle East, where we're talking about a full dry dock. So where we have tracking of all the equipment. So equipment is a big point. Maintenance, material flows. In logistic companies, we're talking about logistics projects. So optimizing logistics without touching the material anymore. Just have sensors, gateways, and they're sending the information, here I am, and automatically in the background we're doing things. So to tell what is the primary one, I would say it would be unfair, because we have so many innovation projects and our customers are getting more and more innovative and think about that. In the next years we will talk about other technology like 5G. We talk about AI, artificial intelligence. All IoT projects need AI. So predictive, that's AI in the background. So I would say these are really a lot of areas which we are covering in the next years at itelligence in our projects in different regions. And we are a big team, a good team. And this is so important that we have an international team working in IoT together and to learn from our customers, to help our customers on the other side and help each other.